What's going on? What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Swag Keys. I am Mr. Charles, and I have here Miss.
Coach C, hey, how y'all doing? Hope y'all had a wonderful, productive week last week, and we're gonna have an even better week the week coming up.
Man, I'm full of energy, Coach C. I am excited. We have committed to this, guys, and we have definitely gone all the way with this project for the podcast, and I'm hoping it's reaching many nations, many countries, because it's coming from our heart, right? We truly want to help the community. Today's subject is going to be on.
The importances of having a mentor. Why is it and how is it so important to have a mentor in your life? To have somebody to be mentoring you in your life. That's what the topic of discussion is today. The importance of having a mentor is very important. It's like a second parent in a sense. Somebody who you look up to, who you can talk to, who you can walk behind, someone who you admire. And when you're choosing a mentor, make sure you choose a mentor that's going into the right directions, that's doing positive things in their life so it can reflect on your life. All right. Having mentors help you to figure out, in a sense, where you're at, where you're going, to help you, with the do's and don'ts, and to also help guide you. Mentoring is important because not all people, even as adults and as kids, tell their parents everything that's going on. So that's why you have that mentor there that you can talk to release whatever on your mind, to get certain opinions about certain things, and to just keep you leveled. I think a lot of times as people, especially the ones when we lack mentors, that's when depression starts coming in. And we're stressing because we're holding so much inside of us, and we don't want to let anything go, and we don't want to tell nobody, but we're hurting. So if I'm not capable of being comfortable of telling my parents or my siblings or a family member or a teacher, a mentor, someone what's going on with me, then I'm already being a cancer to myself. Okay, holding things in is never a good thing. You don't want to stress yourself out, especially when things can be handled. So having a mentor is very important. It releases a lot of things for you. It helps you. It helps build you. It helps you as a person become a better person, and it helps mold you. What do you think, Charles?
Having a mentor is very key. It's the bridge between the parents and the kids. That bridge that, like you said, a lot of kids don't feel comfortable opening up to parents. A lot of times they get a butt whipping, right? 100%, or you're going to get scolded. That's the truth. But the mentor is going to be that bridge for you. You can be able to express things you want to express to the mentor, or, you know what, you want a mentor so you can be successful in life, right? A lot of times we pick a mentor because, we want to be great, like they're great, But Coach C, how do you pick a mentor? You pick them by seeing who aligns with your vision, right? So, Coach C, if I wanted to be a successful businessman, I'm gonna look in the aspect of business and see who's out there aligns with my core values, character, and who really wants to help me, not for personal gain, but to help me. Okay, so you pick a mentor based off those things, guys. So, for instance, my pastor is my mentor. Here's the guy that used to had the largest black-owned insurance business, through the 70s, 80s, and part of the 90s. Probably still one of the top 10 in Florida today. And, a man of God, a man of his word. I have him as a mentor because, he helps me in every aspect of my life, from my marriage, for just me being a person, my business life, right, how to run a business effectively. And I need a strong person to tell me, Charles, that ain't right. I don't need someone to be quiet. Hey, Charles, I don't think that's okay. You can't do that. Nah, I need someone that I could look up to. Man, this guy did it. He did it. I need to do it, So for me, that's how I will pick a mentor. Because at the end of the day, I want to be successful, but I want to do it with the right tools in the right way. So I want someone who has that experience in the background to help me get there, Coach C.
Yeah, you do want to make sure that you choose the right mentor and the right mentor choose you. And sometimes coming with mentors, sometimes you outgrow that person. All right, y'all levels change. Y'all might defer and go different ways or whatever case may be. But having a mentor, you will see that it will have an impact on your life. And some mentors actually become family. Y'all join, become as a brotherhood or a sisterhood, family, just being really good people to each other because you know so much about each other. Nobody ever wants to tell somebody, all their business and not really know that person or especially can trust that person. So nobody's going to tell anybody, 99% of their business and their feelings if you don't truly trust that person. So when you truly trust somebody, basically, what I'm saying, they're like family. They hold stuff in that you tell them and vice versa. All right. Your mentor is always there for you, not just when you're down and sad, when it's raining, they're there for you when the sun is shining as well. Basically I think some of the greatest mentors that I have seen growing up, and a lot of people probably don't even know about this, is the Narcotics Anonymous system, where it'd be like, hey Charles, my name is Coach C, I'm a recovering addict. That's when I first learned and kind of understood mentoring, because going into those meetings when I was younger with one of my parents, which is a drug rehabilitation recovering center that have the 12 keys and they have the different colors, and the different colors stand for, the days, months, and years that you have been clean. And each person that's in that room has a mentor. Some been clean for 5 years and they have a mentor. Some been clean for 30 years and they still have a mentor. All right, because you still have problems. You still have things that you go through. You still one day they might want to just slip up and smoke or drink again. That's why they have a mentor, to keep them strong, to keep them well grounded. So mentor matters. If somebody tell you mentor doesn't matter or mentoring doesn't matter, that's crazy, because even successful people had mentors growing up that they looked up to, that they wanted to be like, or admire a lot. So mentoring do matters. And personally, me becoming a mentor, it has helped and shaped me to become a better person. All right, so me mentoring the youth, and even some of my friends look up to me, as mentors. It made me a better person. It changed the way I move and do certain things. And it's just a great feeling, man. It's a great feeling that I could be able to put a word in somebody and give them encouragement. And it's also a great feeling for me to have mentors where I could just text or call someone and say, hey, man, this me calling. I'm not the same today. I'm not the person that I was yesterday. I need you. Give me something encouraging. Tell me something. All right, because we all have our days. Even mentors have their days. Nobody's perfect, and not every day. Everybody is always at the same level.
No, 100% with you, Coach C. I feel like being a mentor, it's so special in a way, because you impact a lot of people's life. My mentees, I always tell them, Coach C, that you're never getting rid of me. I tell them just like that, you're not getting rid of me. I'm sold into your life. God told me I'm here. I'm here. So Mama called me. I'm pulling up. You acting up. I'm showing up. Right. That's how my middle school basketball coach, Coach Wilder, man, used to be tough love, man. He was tough love, but I picked some things from him growing up, man. He was like a mentor. He didn't know, I looked up to him a lot. He was a guy that had his family, well-disciplined, and he wanted the best for every one of his players. Not just that they could play basketball. No, he understood that it was done in the classroom first. He really wanted to see us prosper academically. So for me, that's one of the big things. Whenever I see my kids in the program, I tell them, hey, the first thing I tell them is how them grades looking. And a lot of times, Coach, they tell me, oh, it's okay. I'm like, damn, you got a lot of C's, huh? And it'll be true, like, you got a lot of C's. And they tell me, man, it's phenomenal, dude. I got like A's and B's. Okay, cool, I know you're doing something. But some of them like, well, it's okay. I don't know. You tell me I don't know. I know you failing, But I love it because I get to make an impact in their life, just sharing the basic knowledge that I didn't get at their age. I had to go through my own experience to get it. So I'm trying to ensure them success early in life, right? So just kind of giving them the tools, the knowledge, the basic things, basic essentials that they can have now. So you know what? They may be able to retire at 30, 35, 40 years old, and avoid certain situations early in life. You know, growing up, I had to figure out a lot of stuff, man. My dad was in my life, but really didn't say much. So I had to look around and other men. You know, a lot of them don't know that I probably looked up to them, but I used to pick different traits from other men and put it into my DNA. You know, so I love being a mentor, man. I think it's one of the greatest things that God has ever allowed me to do. It's a blessing. I do it effortlessly. It's not even a burden at all. Like I said, if mom calling me, tell you messing up, I'm pulling up, and they already know. I'll pull up a couple times on them. We gotta talk. Yeah, let's go over here. We gotta talk a little bit, you know. But I love it. I love making that impact. And again, you know, I don't know if you guys saw the first episode, but what Coach C was doing really had an effect on me, you know, for the past couple of years that really got me going to start my own, because she was just being an impact effortlessly. It wasn't for any personal gain. It wasn't to be on the news. It wasn't for any of that stuff. She literally did it from her heart. It was the passion of hers to really help these young people. No, she never asked for a penny from anybody. It was just, hey, if you got something, just donate. You know what I'm saying? It could be whatever, you know, but I'm on a mission. She was always on a mission. So I saw that, and you know what? I'm like, you know what? There got to be more of us. There got to be more of us world changers. There's not enough of us. There's a lot of us that say we want to do and don't do, and allow these kids to do what they're doing right now. That's why right now a lot of these kids in the generation are so reckless, Coach. Like, you know, they shooting for fun. They're robbing people more. There's no ethics involved anymore because there's no mentorship happening. There's no man or even head woman in the household that can tell them, yo, what's going on? Hey, you got to check that out the door. You know, but we need more of you guys. So look, if you have a cousin, a nephew, whoever, a niece, whoever, be that mentor to them. You know, if no one's telling them right from wrong, you need to tell them right from wrong. You know, let them know, hey, I love you, and I'm telling you this for your benefit and for your success, but you got to tighten up. You got to tighten up.
I'm going to piggyback on what you said. And this have always stuck with me even since, you know, I was young. Whether it be two parents or one parent in a household or grandparents, sometimes the parent is there, like you just said about your father. Sometimes both parents are there or a parent is there, but there's no words being said. It's no communication. It's no growth. So, you know, yes, the child has a parent there, but the parent is not really being a parent. You know, the parent is there because they are the provider. They have to provide the roof and the food and the clothes on the child back. But it's no bond. So therefore, I feel like even nowadays, kids do certain things as far as, you know, getting to gangs or making bad grades or fighting in school or all these shooting ranges that we have at the schoolhouse, because these kids are genuinely looking for attention. Like, hey, I'm not getting it at home, so let me go ahead and do something crazy where I get attention. And not only I'm getting attention, everybody gonna know who I am because I'm gonna be on the news. Yep. But I'm not gonna be on the news for the right thing. So I think a lot of times we miss out and we miss the understanding of why a child, you know, gives a teacher an attitude or, you know, gets a fight or do certain things because they're missing that attention from home. Whether they have both parents or one parent, that doesn't mean the parents are always, or that parent is always communicating with that child, showing that child love, have a bond with that child. So therefore, that's when mentoring come in. You know, that's why we need more mentors, and that's why as a mentor, you are picking up the pieces of where that child, of what that child needs. All right. So, you know, like I said, there's a lot of times where it's kids that have both parents in the house or either one, but they're still missing that certain piece. So as a mentor, you bring that piece to the table and you can help that child overcome what it is that they are missing from their parents. And sometimes the parents don't know that the child, you know, needs attention. Some parents think the child is okay because guess what? It's kind of, to me, it's kind of like a trend. All right. So their parents, you know, wasn't showed love and attention. So as they became parents, they like, I'm gonna do the same thing.
From generation
Not
to
doing it
generation.
intentionally. You know, they don't. It's not like they want to do it or they try to do it. They don't see it and they're already immune to it. So it's like, okay, that happened to me. So and this is how I turned out. So guess what? I'm gonna let it happen to my child. And hopefully my child turn out, the same way. But with technology and everything that's going around, bullying is big. I just seen where a little girl, I'm gonna say, hung herself because this is another state suicide because they said she was black. They said she was talking too proper in the classroom. Really?
Yep.
Like,
crazy.
Wow. But if probably, I don't know if she went home and told her parents this or not, but maybe if there was a conversation that was said, whether it was with the parents or the guidance counselor, maybe she wouldn't have felt so bad about talking so proper or whatever the case may be as being a black young lady and would have said, okay, y'all think I'm talking proper because I'm black? Oh, well, cool. I'm going to keep talking like this. But obviously, it affected her. And I don't know if she had, any guidance or anybody to give her motivation that, girl, it's okay to talk like that. Talk like how you talk. You ain't supposed to talk like everybody. You ain't supposed to sound like everybody. All right? I love you for the way that you talk and you operate. And it was just sad because the girl was only, 13 years old.
That's
Where
crazy.
she was missing something and nobody seen it. They probably brushed it off like, oh, well. Or maybe her parents just say, girl, you probably is proper. Oh, well, embrace it. All right? We have to embrace it. And as people, as adults, we have to be better listeners to our children. And matter of fact, we got to be better seers. Action speaks louder than words. Learn your kids, all right? Watch them. Yeah, you don't even have to talk most of the time to see what's going on with them. They'll show you. They will show you what's going on before they'll tell you. You just got to catch it and be aware of it.
You got to make sure any parents that's hearing this, make sure you talk to your kids about bullying, if they're being bullied or if they're doing the bullying, right? We got to check that out the door. It got to stop. There's too many suicides happening because someone is not loving themselves, so they want to make someone else feel like dirt, right? So we got to cut that out. So parents, talk to your kids, communicate. Like Coach C said, watch your kids, see how they move. If something different, you should be able to notice it. You're the parent. Don't let the world make you go so fast that you miss something that's going on in your kid's life, And I went through it too at one point, man. Like, I worked so much. I was working just to provide for my family, that I will miss certain things about my kids. Now I have my own business. That's definitely not the case. My kids, I know what's bothering them. I know what's making them happy. Like, I'm looking at certain things. So later on, as they age, I'm mastering that craft now. So when they get to the teenage stage, that's when they're the most quiet. They don't want to talk to mom and daddy as much. They rather talk to somebody else, right? It always happens. They become teenagers. Mom and daddy ain't cool no more. So I'm training myself now to just look at the different things they're going to show you. It's in their DNA. From when they're little to when they get old, they do the same things, guys. It's not going to change. So you got to just watch your kids. And for anyone that wants to be a mentor, the worst thing I'm going to tell you can do is tell somebody you're going to mentor them. You come around the first week, call them a couple times, and you become inconsistent. You become like the rest of the world that the rest of the world is doing to them, becoming inconsistent. That was the worst thing you could do as a mentor. If you say you're going to be a mentor, I need 100 from you, 100%. I don't need 50, I don't need 65, I don't need 70. If you're going to be a mentor, you need to be there 100% of the time. Does that mean always being at their house? No. It does mean, hey, giving them a phone call a couple times a week. How you doing? How's school going? A 20-minute, 15-minute, 10-minute talk. It don't take much. Once or twice a month, take them out to go eat something, But be consistent. There's a lot of kids, especially in the inner cities, that have inconsistency in their life way too much already. And that's why they act the way they act, because there's no one there really that's consistent in their life. So when people go talking, or people that speakers go talk to them, they're looking at like, yeah, right, you just collecting a check and you peace out, Like, no. So if you're going to be a mentor, you got to put 100% towards these kids because they going through it, man. Like, being a kid ain't easy. We know being adults are not easy. We got to pay bills, do what we got to do. Mm-hmm. But look, being these kids are not easy nowadays because everything is viral. People are bullying them just for the fun of it to get the likes. They're getting beat up for no reason. I seen a video of this kid being beat up for no reason. And he's trying to figure, why are you hitting me? I don't know you. And it's in the hood. I'm like, yo, they picking on this one kid who looks scared as I don't know what. But they found a reason to have entertainment out of it. You know, so it's tough being the kid now, man, especially where social media is just so out there. You know, it can destroy people. So, guys, you know, if you're in school or if you're out of school, if you see people getting bullied or people doing a bullying, check them. You got to check them. You got to check on them and check them. But again, the worst thing you could do as a mentor is be inconsistent.
That is true. Being inconsistent and making promises you don't live up to. Because I know growing up as a child, if somebody made me a promise and they was an adult and they broke that promise, I mean, one time, I didn't give too many chances. So one time you told me something and you ain't do it, psh, that's it. I don't believe you. I don't want to see you. I don't trust you. You're not a woman, a man of your word because you made me a promise. Now, I get it. Things do happen. All right, but it's a way you go about things. You don't make a promise and then, you know, something happened and you never show up or you never tell that child, hey, this is why I couldn't make it. Because things do happen in life and sometimes we got to rearrange our schedule. But we have to communicate. Even though they're children, they still need to know, okay, hey, wow, I'm sitting here waiting, you know, to be picked up. You never showed up. You know, let me know what's going on. All right, so never make a promise that, you know, you cannot take upon. All right, never tell a child anything that you cannot live up to. All right, and there's no need to, as I would use the word, change your actions away. Change your actions in front of a child. Who you are is who you are. Let that child love you for you. All right, you don't have to say, oh, I'm trying to be, you know, a child homie or friend or, you know, I want to, you know, be like them. Like, no, let that child love you as a mentor. Let that child grow on you. Because at the end of the day, the real you going to come out regardless. So whether you put on the show now or later, the real you always show out. So just genuinely always be you, who you are, and everything else would be set in stone. Just gotta do what we have to do. We have to be better involved into the youth life, better involved and motivating them. And I know sometimes it's hard because I know, like Charles said, when they become a teenager, you know, it's like, oh, you're boring, or you don't know what you're talking about, or you're lame. But I truly believe at the end of the day, each child who's been lectured by their parent, mentor, or sibling, somebody in their family, they hear everything you say. They're not going to respond in a way that maybe you were looking for, and sometimes you may feel like it went through one ear and out the other. But I truly do genuinely believe that each child listens to things that are said to them, and it helps them to, when they make bad decisions or good decisions, like, dang, okay, you know, he or she told me so, you know, and I still went ahead and made that decision. And sometimes, you know, kids come back and tell you, like, you know, I didn't make the right choices. You did tell me if I went down, you know, that way, you know, that route, this was gonna happen, and this is what happened. All right, but as kids and even as adults, we make mistakes, we live, we learn, we get over it. You know, some mistakes we make, some mistakes we make may take longer to grasp and get over, but as human, you live, you learn, you progress, and you subtract some things from out of your life that, you know, that shouldn't be there. And to me, that's all the part of living. That's called growth. And to me, that's the best part of growth. That's it, man. That's it.
So, guys, we got the message. Hopefully you got the message, man. It's very important to be a mentor or to have a mentor. So if you're serious about being a mentor, or if you want to mentor parents, if you want to mentor for your kids, let me and Coach C know. You know, we service Miami, Dade, and Broward counties. You know what I'm saying? So, and hopefully the world soon. We're working tediously. Like, people don't see what we do, but we out there working. And we want to make an impact so the world can see it. Not for us to take credit, so that the world can see the changes happening. You know, that there's people out there that really care about them, not wishy-washy. You know, so Coach C, she got a heavy team of heavy hitters, of mentors. Man, I got I was graced to meet them last week, and they were phenomenal. You know, great men. You know, very hardworking, and they really care for these kids. You know, the same with her woman mentoring. She got some great leaders there that are willing to go all out for these young ladies. So, especially young ladies, they need it too, man. You know, there's a standard of you have to be an Instagram model,
Yeah.
or show a lot of skin to be great. Like I'm like, hold on, but what happened to you being a nurse or something? You know, something do what you being a business lady, being a boss. You know, I find that being so dope in a woman when they take control of their life, especially bosses. You know, like women that entrepreneurs. I feel like that's so dope. We need more of them. We need more in every professional aspect. We need more of them because a lot nowadays there's a lot of women, you know, thinking this. You know what? I know how to make a meal. I know how to make a lot of money. Let me go to Instagram, put that picture, 2 million likes, 2 million views. I'm popping. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You age at some point.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know what? We need more mentors like how Coach C's team, they're built. You know, one day I'm hoping to find a leader where I can have a women's mentoring program as well. But right now, God laid on my heart for the men. So if you have young ladies or young men, please hit me and Coach C up. You can call me at 305-798-0341, 305-798-0341. I'm available all day and night. Just call me and Coach C.
You can contact us at 786-526-4856, 786-526-4856, and also follow our Swag Mentoring page on IG at Swag Mentoring.
Yep. Also have I forgot, Coach C, I keep forgetting to mention this. I have an aftercare and tutoring program. So guys, if you have children who need help academically, you know, it's about $70 a week, but I work with parents to just, you know, financially who's having trouble. My biggest thing is just helping the community. So just give me a holler at, you know, see what we can get done price-wise. And, you know, if your kid needs help academically, don't wait till it's too late for them to have to repeat that grade. Give me a call, guys. I have tutors on hand. I'm ready to help. We have kids that are improving weekly, daily, hourly, whatever. We see improvement, and we install confidence in those kids. So when they go to the classroom, they feel confident and don't second guess their work. So please, again, call me at 305-798-0341, 305-798-0341. It has been a blessing to do this with you guys. You have an awesome week. Be great. Don't be average. Don't be normal. Be a monster. Go ahead and do what you got to do. Be a beast. You guys have a great week. Later.
Bye.